What are you doing?
Do you kids know what this is?
North, south, west, east.
Never
North,
say it
east,
like
south,
that.
west.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never eat shredded wheat, not eat elephant squirt
Wait.
water.
What way did it go?
North, east,
That's nothing to you.
south, west. I believe that's the right direction, isn't it? Yeah. So it just shows us where we are. So that way we're looking east. You get the choice.
East. So,
Katie, why have you left me this? It's not even funny. You're supposed to be my support.
next one.
I think they've eroded a bit though, wouldn't they?
No.
Eroded over time.
Then
West.
the middle.
It'd be good if they had a date on when they
It's like an
done it,
arrow.
you know? I don't think anyone do they?
Hey, don't film me.
He don't film me.
I'd never want to live anywhere else. I've been here this long and it hardly changes. It's been the same. I've seen things happen, come and go, come and go. But I wouldn't want to live anywhere else now. I was brought up in an orphanage, so when I got to Whitleigh and that, it was a little different.
Do you remember any funny stories or funny people in or about Whitleigh?
The one thing that always sticks in my mind is when we very first moved to Whitleigh, and as we were unloading everything off the removal lorry, a very unusual character, quite quirky, came walking up the road, looked at us and just went, "Welcome to Whitleigh," and then walked on their way. And that has always stuck out, partly because they were quite an unusual character, but also they obviously knew that we were new to the area. They saw us moving in and ultimately wanted to welcome us. So that's always stuck in my mind. And it's something that we say to each other when we see somebody a little bit unusual.
Yeah.
And I just love Whitleigh. I've always liked Whitleigh. I've always found it to be very people that live here care for each other. Yeah, which is nice. They look out for each other. When I go out for my daily walks, it's "Morning, how are you?" and "How's your leg?" and you know what I mean. When it was always somebody taking notice of what's happening about you, and if.
Oh, it's very nice and friendly.
No,
nice.
very friendly.
Yeah. Very friendly place. And if anything happened, they do things for you if it was, needed doing.
I can't do it. I've tried. I think I've got this. I'm blowing. Oh, the gap. Yeah. Quite a wide.
That should make an whistle.
Yeah, it should, shouldn't it? Means that all the air just goes through it. I can't blow it in and blow it out. It just goes like a... Yeah, but my mouth's open. Having a recorder without any notes.
There's a doggy behind us.
When we get the clap of sounds, we're going to hit record.
I've got this bunny here and I had it since I was born. I got it from Jellycat.
How long have you got it for?
I've had it since I was born.
What does it mean to you?
It means that that I would always remember my family.
So, my name's Kaylee and this is my special object. It's a necklace that contains my grandfather's ashes in, well, my grandpops as we called him. Yeah, he was obviously very special to me, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing it. And it has a inscription that says, "Always in my mind and forever in my heart," and that's where I like to think of him as being. And he was just a very massive part of my life, and I'm glad that I can carry him around with me and not cry.
But my other heirloom that I brought down, I say it's an heirloom because it belongs to my granddad and my dad. It's a bits of both. And I don't know if you've seen one of these before. Ooh. So it's one of these. It's a tin that was given in 1914. It's a tin that had all cigarettes and matches and things like that. This was given at Christmas. And inside here I have bits of my dad and bits of my granddad. So here's my granddad. My granddad fought in the war, the Second World War. He was in the Royal Artillery. And in here, I've got all his bits from his uniform, from his cap. So there's little badges from his caps, from his uniform, and different parts of different times through the war he was presented little medals. And he got the King's badge, which was an honour. But it also in here, so you can have a look at these a little more, I have bits of my dad. Now my dad was a sailor, and he done his sailing from Plymouth. Even though he didn't live in Plymouth, he lived in Hertfordshire most of his life. I've got his buttons off of his uniform.
Could you lift them up a bit? Oh yeah, lovely.
His buttons off his uniform. So these are precious to me because my dad's no longer here. So I've got little bits. I've got photos, and I know what he looks like. I know what he felt like, but these are from his life that I didn't really see. These were cut off his uniform. My mum kept the rest of it, but I got these buttons from his uniform, and it's worth more to me because he was here, where I ended up.
I moved here when I was 48. I am now 80, nearly 83. So I've enjoyed it because I got married. I got married when I got divorced from the first wife, and I met up with my second wife down Union Street in the Singles Club at the Octagon. And we got together, and I got married to her, and within 12 months she had cancer. So I had to look after her, and I was with her for 21 years before she died. So, and she died 15 years ago now.
I went out with an Air Force man, and he got me pregnant. And he disappeared off into the Navy, would you believe? He was with the Air Force and went to the Navy when he found out I was pregnant. And because I was pregnant in those days, it was unheard of. So I was banished to stay with a cousin in Herne Bay in Kent. And I stayed with her until I'd had the baby. I was put into an unmarried mother's home. I had the baby, came home, and I had to pretend nothing had ever happened. All the neighbours obviously knew that there was a problem there. But my daughter, who was born in September that year, she was adopted. She kept in touch with me when she found out she'd been adopted, and she's up there, look. That picture of her, she's called Charlie.
Is it this one on the left?
Yeah.
You can see the likeness.
Yeah, she's called Charlie. She was told by her adopted parents that she'd been adopted, and she looked for me when she knew that she could.
Amazing.
And we've been in touch for several years now, haven't we?
This object is very, very important to us. Amaya was only a little baby in a NICU cot when it got given to us. So basically Amaya was born premature at 29.3, and I was pretty much told she wasn't going to make it. And while I was going through all that, I still supported other parents, because that's just who I am. I'm nice. And then we made friends with a certain couple, and even though we was going through such a hard time, I helped this woman get through it. And one day when she was leaving, because she had to leave because she lived in Torquay, she came and gave us this beautiful present for Amaya, and it stayed on Amaya's cot to help her get through what she was going through from very little, and she's here today, so that's pretty amazing.
Yay.
Is it started?
Yes. You can have so much fun here. Bring a bike, bring a suit, bring a hoverboard. This is also another camera person. Would you like to say hello? Hello. Hello. Off you come, go down there. Let me just turn this off because I don't want to break anything.
That one?
Okay,
Right,
director.
you don't need to touch it again for a minute.
Action.
I'm not sure that camera got your clap.
So you need to stand right in the middle.
Oh, you did. Sorry, they did. Sorry.
So this is my frozen frog that I found in a pond. I kept it as my pet, but when it got older, I froze it so it would never die and never like corrode away. And I still got it to this day, but it's shriveled up a bit. So starting to go. I was planning to eat it, but no, not anymore.
Oh, nice.
Um.
Can you lift your dragon up? Thank you.
So this is my toy dragon, and I've had him for a few years, so he's quite special to me, and my big brother gave him to me. Does it have a name? Yeah, his name is Toothless. How long have you had it for? A few years. Is it special to you? Yes. In what kind of way? Like, I've just had it for quite a few years, so I think it's quite special to me.
I've just gone for a couple of years, and I got it for a shop.
Where is your object from?
I don't remember what the shop is called.
Who gave it to you?
Myself.
Once time ago, I went to this place, a museum, and outside I found this gold, and I thought it was special. So I went to this store who looked if it was real, and they didn't, but I thought I can just keep it.
So, I found this picture at at my great nan's house, and I think they might be some of the old prime ministers.
Where is your object from?
Found it on the floor.
How long have you had it?
A year.
Is it special to you?
Yeah.
Why is it special to you?
It's because I found it.
Where is your object from?
It's from London.
What is your object?
My object is an owl.
Where did you get the owl?
I made it myself.
How did you make it?
I made it out of clay.
Is it special to you?
Yes, it is.
In what way?
In a way that I had a pet owl and it died.
What is the owl's name?
I can't remember.
So, today I've brought in 4 special things, and they're really special. I'm going to start with my teddy. This is Mr. Crunchy Bum, and I named him that because he's got crunchy bum. And this is my first ever teddy I've got when I was a baby. From my granddad, that's still standing today, which is very good. And yeah, he's very good.
When it was my birthday, I went to a shop with my grandma, my granddad, my cousin, and my mum and me. And then I didn't want to waste all my money on this dog, so I got the dog anyway. And then we went out to see the birds in the river, and then we went back home.
Yeah.
Maybe I've seen Jupiter,
No!
You're filming your feet. Yeah, they were well. Maybe you should like
I'm getting dizzy around strangers.
Have you been to any celebrations in Whitleigh?
Oh my lord. We used to have a bonfire over there on Guy Fawkes Night. Oh, it used to be where all these buildings are here at the back of the shops. Instead of everybody having bonfires in their gardens, we used to all have our bonfire there where it was safe, and we all used to contribute to fireworks so that the children were safe. And so it was over there. And then we'd all nip down the fish and chip shop for fish and chips afterwards.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
I'll find some photographs to show you. I've got one in here which is a naughty one.
Oh, let's see that there.
It's when I was many years ago, before I left, after I left Plymouth originally, I went to work in London and met a gentleman in those days called Terry Leach. He worked for an airline, and I worked at Heathrow Hotel, and I was elected Miss Heathrow Hotel.
Oh look! Oh wow! That's amazing.
And the write-up, you probably won't get it, but it's not a very good picture, but that was they even put my vital statistics on the newspaper.
How rude.
I think it was about 78, wasn't it? Something like that.
Classic.
We're still doing that in the 80s, aren't we?
Sorry about the shakes, just
Still doing
I
that.
get transfers from time to time.
What a headline as well. Cindy, incidentally.
That was when Rod Stewart was really in the hit parade.
Your chops. Amazing.
Cindy, incidentally. I did try and save that, but I couldn't, unfortunately.
Did you feel very glamorous?
I was always very glamorous. I had legs to die for.
Do you have any past memories of Whitleigh?
The only thing I can remember is the Christmas. You used to have the Father Christmas going around, and they used to have a carnival here as well.
We used to have carnivals at the time, and we used to have floats. Floats are not a thing of now. It's a bit like the Notting Hill Carnival, but a little tiny bit. We used to go on the back and make big displays and sit on the back of a lorry and go around to different areas. And we entered lots of different communities. We went to Erniesettle, we went to Southway, we went to Honick, because they were all our local communities that we met all the time. And we used to take part in parades and show ourselves off. We used to have a beauty queen for Whitleigh, so every year there'd be a beauty queen and 2 attendants.
What's the next subject?
Okay, so I brought a couple of photographs. They are both very similar, but they are from Whitleigh Carnival that used to happen every year. There used to be a field called Damrell's Field in Whitleigh. It's now the sports field of Sir John Hunt. And every year we'd have a big carnival where all the young people from different groups would decorate floats, so like the back of a truck or a lorry, and it would drive around Whitleigh, and it would end up at Damrell's Field, and there would be little fairground rides, there'd be stalls, and it was a massive community event that used to happen every year. And so you'd have the Cubs would come along and they'd do something, you'd have the youth club, so everyone would get ready at the youth club, the big youth club that we used to have, and go for their little drive around. So it used to be a big part of the Whitleigh calendar, something that used to happen every year.
Yeah, we go up Sir John and school at Christmas.
No.
They invite all the elderly
Elderly people, yeah.
And they do
a nice meal for us up there. And the school all sing, the choir.
It started up after the COVID and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, you're recording now.
See ya. There.
Have you got it?
Just saw it, but flew away.
So my objects are my memories, mainly of my daughter, and things that used to happen that don't happen anymore. So the very last thing that happened in your school, in your old school, was that they had a millennium, because your school was built in 2000. They had a millennium party. They had a millennium, which was the year 2000. So in 1999, they had a get-together, and my daughter sang on stage here in the old school hall. She sang "We'll Meet Again," which you did because the school was rebuilt. There was a big sports field you could see in between your junior school and your infant school in here. My daughter made part of the year 6, made a tapestry, and she made the little girl here with some help, and it went to the Millennium Dome in London. And it was in the newspaper. The uniform was much different. It was grey and yellow, with a happy face on it. So completely different to what it is now. I mean, yours has got 3 trees in, and do you know what the 3 trees represent?
Community.
Community. We are surrounded by 3 woods.
Oh.
So that's the trees that surround us. It's only not surrounded on Crown Hillside, there's no woods that side.
The play park, that was opposite John Hunt School, this piece of land. It was doing nothing basically, and every time I walked past it and the kids going to school, I used to think that there should be something there for them when they came out of school. It'd be nice for them to have somewhere to go. And I got hold of Jack Thompson and Jonathan Dreen and said, is there any way we could have a play park in there? It took us 2 years to get planning permission. They applied as well on behalf of the council, and we got funding through Jonathan Dreen and Jack Thompson and the local council. And after the funding was through, another year for planning for the play park to go in, and then they put the play park in opposite the school. We've recently, over the last couple of years, had a fence put across because they were coming out of the play park and running across the road. So they've now put a fencing across, and that was, we had a competition to see what they wanted to call it, and a lot of the local kids clubbed together and they eventually called it Explorers Park, which is what it's called now.
There have been a lot of changes in Whitleigh. St Chad's Church has changed a lot. There's more housing been built. We used to have a youth club, but that one's been knocked down now. We used to have a community centre, but that's also been knocked down. So we don't actually have anywhere anymore, not one big space. You know, we've got other areas that people can use, like Four Greens or the Salvation Army, but we used to have very central points that everyone can use. So there's been lots of changes, but I think the community feel has stayed. It's changed, but it's stayed, if that makes sense.
It was a nice church here.
Yeah.
And they took it
down.
Nice
church.
And then they built this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice, and my daughters got married in the old church.
How did you feel about them getting rid of the old church?
The old church was very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you feel about this one?
Yeah, well, this one's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of things go on in this church now. What never used to go on in the
other
churches. No. Yeah.
Was it on the same spot?
It's on the same land.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was a big church up on the hill. And then they took it all down and built flats at the back. And then houses on the side down there. And then this church as well. All on the same land.
Wow.
Yeah.
I knew this church when it was the other church. I saw this one partly pulled down and then saw this all being built. And I said, do you want to hear about the bell or not?
Yeah, we need to hear about the bell.
And when they pulled it down, I said, what's happened to the bell? Because we Whitleigh people paid for that church bell. And they said, it's here. Because I thought, I wanted to know what they were going to do with it. And it's in this building somewhere now. So it was always a case of, that's my bell. And with living just over there, I hear the church bell all the time.
Is that a microwave? Where? Down there. Wait, let me zoom in, A little bite? Look. You got a view of everything. Is it a thing? Look at that. There's like a lot of rubbish. I know. Maybe next time go up, maybe we can do some litter picking. Yeah. Next time we come out, we're going to do litter picking. Since this earth is so dirty, we can do it all in. You can change. Look! All around there. But what if people make it dirty again? Well, they can't.
What does community mean to you?
Ooh. In Whitleigh, I feel there's a really strong community. It's where all the people who live in an area come together and support each other. That's what I think it means.
Community means a group of people, buildings that get together to work, play, live together, and do our best to help each other.
Could you expand on that, like give more info?
Well, I've worked in the community now for 40 years, and I've met some amazing people who come together to make Whitleigh a better place. Whitleigh used to be so different from what it is now. Now things have gone, places have gone. So places where we used to meet together and get together have gone. So we have to make the best of what we got now.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those people, just one of many, that trying to make Whitleigh good again.
Yeah.
As part of my community-based work I used to do and had done for 27 years was I was a scouter. I was a scouter because my children were in scouts, and I did get a medal. So I will show you. So, there's my certificate. Fiddle in my bag a minute, and here's my medal. So my certificate is a medal of merit, and it's because I've done 27 years in scouting, and I'm very proud to receive this because it was just recognition of what I did, what I've done for the people of Whitleigh, the children of Whitleigh within scouting. 27 years is quite a good time. So that was what I'm really proud of.
I think Whitleigh's quite a unique place, having the green areas that we've got. There is a real sort of family feel to Whitleigh. I think having the 3 schools, the 3 primary schools in the area, there is a feel of community because of the amount of young people that we have. But I also think there's a lot of people who, when they come to Whitleigh, they stay in Whitleigh. There's a lot of residents that have been here for a very, very long time. You know, like I said, I moved here in 1999, and my next door neighbour had lived there way before we ever moved in. They never wanted to leave. Although Whitleigh gets a bit of a bad reputation, I think for those that live here, we don't see that. And I think because we look out for each other, that we don't see maybe what other people perceive Whitleigh to be like. So I think we get a bad press, but I do think Whitleigh is a really good place to be. I think there's a lot for us all, and I think the community feel and having good neighbours makes a real difference.
Yep. And I'm going. Bye. I liked videoing everything. So, yeah. Bye. There's a park nearby.